Welcome to another episode of The Greatest Realtor you've ever going to come across. Listen, today I want to talk to you about goals. It's beginning of New Year, and everybody's doing their New Year's resolution. They're writing down their goals. They're doing whatever they want to do to make the following year the best year yet. And a lot of times we could set up ourselves to fail, and a lot of times we could set ourselves for success. And the goal of this video is for us to set ourselves up for success, to make the new year the best year yet, to make this year the most prosperous and best year of the history. We are only getting older, we're getting wiser, hopefully, and that's the whole goal, right? We want to become the best version of ourselves, and one way to do it is to have goals. And I want to talk to you about the importance of writing down your goals, the importance of having everything down so you know that you are going to achieve the level of success you deserve this new year. So they did a Harvard University, Harvard Business, they did a study, found that 3% of graduates who had their goals written down, they ended up earning 10 times as much as the other 97% put together just 10 years after graduation. That is mind-blowing. The fact that just because you write your goals down, that can help you achieve way, way more than somebody who says, oh, I want to lose weight. Yeah, I just want to lose weight. How many pounds do you want to lose? What is it exactly that you want? Okay, so I want to talk to you about that. I want to talk about the specific writing SMART goals. SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T, which stands for specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and timely. So specific, you want to lose weight. How many pounds? You want to sell X amount of, real estate. I want to sell more homes. Okay, how many more homes? What is the number? How many homes do I want to sell? How many pounds do I want to lose? I want to be able to lift more weight. How many pounds? Have a specific goal. Also have a measurable goals. There's a lot of gurus out there that say dream big, write your goals down. And I'm a huge believer of dreaming big and writing big goals. I was looking at my goals I was looking at the goals that I have written a couple of years ago, and I see this goal, and I've crushed that goal, and I'm like, why wouldn't I dream of having a bigger goal? That would make it better. But a lot of times you have to, especially if you're starting to setting up goals, you don't want to have this huge goal that is so big that you can't even understand that you're going to achieve it. So you want to have goals that are measurable, okay? Actionable. You have to be able to take action immediately. Like if you say, okay, I want to run a marathon this year. Okay, well, go out there and start running. Don't wait for January 1st. Start today. Start the day that you're setting up the goals. A lot of times we wait for this New Year resolution, and the New Year resolution only lasts about 6 weeks. And listen, it takes 21 days to build a habit and 90 days for that habit to stick. And if people are having, oh yeah, let me do a New Year's resolution, they're going to do it for 6 weeks, and then they just stop. That's why New Year resolution doesn't really stay for the long run. So you want to do is you want to get started the moment you're thinking about it. Don't wait for January 1st or January 2nd, and then January 1st comes, it's like, well, I'm a little tired, I went partying yesterday, so I'm going to start tomorrow. And then just pushing down the goal down the road, and then 6 months in and you haven't even started. So you want something actionable, realistic. You want a goal that is realistic. Listen, my very good friend Donald J. Trump said, if you're gonna dream big, because you're already dreaming anyways. And I'm a huge believer, but if you are living paycheck to paycheck and you say, well, my goal is to have $1 million by the end of this year, it's like, okay, I love it for you, but you might not be able to achieve it during that 12 months. So you have to have some type realistic goals. And the next one, the T stands for timely, which means what is the time frame? You want to make X amount of money in the next 12 months. Okay, you got to break it into pieces. By 3 months, you have to have made X amount, and then the 6 months, 9 and 8. So SMART goals, which stands for specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, time, and timely. So S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for actionable, R for realistic, and T for time. Okay? And I have 5 things that I want to share with you that are going to help you achieve your goals this upcoming year. Other than having the goals written down in a smart way, you're going to make them visible. So I'm a huge believer of vision boards. I just made one today, and I'm very excited to put it on my wall, have it in my bathroom, and have it on my room. So every time I go in there, I see it. And it's like, okay, that's what I'm working towards. That's what I want to do. This is what I'm doing. You want to have them visible. And it's, I've written goals down that I've never seen, and then a couple of years later, I see them and I'm like, oh, yeah, I achieved it. But if you're trying to achieve these, whatever goal you want in the next 12 months, you want to have them written down in somewhere that you can see them and make them visible. Number 2 is you want to fill them. So one of the best ways that you want to do is write them down in paragraphs. Write them down as you already have it. Let's say you want to be driving a new car. You don't want to say 2024 or 2023, whatever, the new year, I want to be driving this car. I want to be driving a nice car. No, or a new car. It's like, okay, this year, I want to be driving this Porsche. I want to be driving this Porsche 911 or whatever brand. Like, you want to be specific. And I'm driving it, and it feels great. It feels amazing. And that's how you're going to feel it. You're going to see how you feel. And that's going to help you even more to help you want to move towards that goal. And number 3 will be understanding, okay? A lot of us, we have goals, and we just have them because, well, my neighbor has it, I should have a goal. It's like, no, why do you want this? Do you want, one of my goals for last year was to give away $10,000. That was my goal. And I said, you know, you got to go deep and say, why do I want to give away my money that I've worked, right? It's like, well, one of my values is giving. I want to follow Jesus, and I want to give to my local church, to my nonprofit that I'm passionate about. That's my goal, and that's why I work. And that money doesn't belong to me anyways. It belongs to the Lord. So I'm going to work, and that's my motivations. The end of the year came, and I started doing math, and I'm like, oh crap, okay, I did it, or not yet. Let me see how I can find some money so I can put it, so I can meet that goal, because that's it's a very important goal. And so you want to know why. Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to do that? Why? How are you going to feel? Give me the good reason. Well, I just want to do it because I just want to do it. It's like, no, find something, because that's going to help you find that motivation. I remember when I used to run ultra marathons. I remember you want to find that why, because when it's cold and raining outside and you have to go for that training run, or the races on that day, and the weather is horrible, it's like, okay, you could easily just say, you know what, it's stupid, I'm out. But you have to find the why. Why do you want to do it? Why are you pushing yourself to be miserable? So yeah, just find your why, and it has helped me tremendously. Number 4 is take action, right? Once you have them, take immediate action. Don't wait to feel right, because you're never gonna feel the achieving the goal will never feel right. You want to do it immediately. You want to do it, like I said earlier, actionable. You want to take action immediately. You don't want to wait for January 15 or whatever date to get started. You want to do it as soon as possible. You want to run a marathon. I'm thinking about running, right? You want to run a marathon by April? Okay, you got to do it. You got to start right now. You got to start training. So make it actionable and take action immediately. Okay. Number 5 is share them. So you want to share with people who will support you, people who will help you get to that goal. A lot of times we don't want to share our goals is because we're afraid. What if I don't get there? It's like, okay, well, how far do you get? That's what it matters. At the end of the day, is Jim Rohn said, it's not the end goal that matters. It's the person you become while pursuing that dream, that goal. Okay. So that's what it matters. Is the person you become. I remember when I went my 100 miles, the first time, I didn't I didn't finish. I got to 82 miles, and I understood that quote. It's not the end goal. It's the person you become, because that taught me I needed a little bit more endurance, and it taught me that I needed a little bit more training and find a deeper why. That's what that taught me, okay? And it didn't matter that I didn't finish. I mean, it did matter, but I went back and finished it the following year. But what matters is that I was doing it out there, and they helped me become that person. So another thing I want to say is, when you share your goals, you got to be very careful, because when you're sharing your goals, you get so excited and your brain releases dopamine. It's the same happy hormones that you get when you achieve a goal. So if you're sharing the goal a lot of times with people, whatever, you get that dopamine, which is the same dopamine as you get when you achieve the goal. So sometimes you're like, okay, well, I already got this. I haven't achieved the goal, but it felt the same way as I already got it, and just by sharing the goal. So you want to make sure you're sharing your goal with people who will help you get to where you want, not to get those endorphins to make your brain believe that you already achieved it. I hope that makes sense. And so that's it. The 5 reasons why the way you want to make the goals work is make them visible. Number 2, feel them. You want to be able to feel them, touch them. Number 3, understand them. Number 4, take action. And number 5, share them. Okay? Hey, listen, thank you for watching. And if you found this video valuable, share it with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Be great.